Hey everyone, Shakarez here, and today I'm finally talking about Kayle in Preseason. I'm sorry I delayed this video so much, but I had to do extensive testing before figuring out what I think are the best builds for Kayle. I had very limited time to make this video, so it's not going to be super in-depth, but it should have all the necessary info for you to have more success with Kayle. In this video, I'll be covering both AD and AP Kayle builds, so let's get started. Let's start with the more traditional Kayle in the last seasons, AP. The advantage of AP Kayle compared to last season is that she spikes earlier than before. This is both due to buffs to Nashor's Tooth and the Rageblade rework, making it an extremely good item on her. Runon's is mostly gone from AP builds, but Rageblade is in, so it's all fine. Let's start with Kayle's build. Your core every game should be Nashor's Tooth into Rageblade. This is currently the two best item built on AP Kayle. For boots, you can go Berserker's Greaves, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, or Sorcerer's Shoes. It vastly depends on your preference and your rune setup. After this, you still have 3 slots to fill your build. Basically, it's a choice between Deathcap for more AP, Zhonya's for armor and stasis active, Lichbane for the burst, Void Staff when they stack MR, Abyssal Scepter for magic resist and the MR reduction aura, Rylai's for extra HP and permaslow, and Gunblade for epic heals and an extra slow as well. Build accordingly to the game. Your more common builds should include Void Staff, Lichbane, and Deathcap, but you might need to go more defensive or want more hybrid power coming from Gunblade. For masteries, I like to run 18-12-0 on Kayle. Only mastery I'd suggest switching is Wanderer for savagery in case you want slightly better roaming. And no, natural talent is not good. On to runes. For marks, I use attack speed, no discussion here. For seals, flat health or armor, HP per level is okay, but with games being more early game oriented, I feel flat health is probably better. I still run armor most of the time because Kayle has fantastic base and scaling HP for a mage. For glyphs, you have 3 options. 9 flat CDR glyphs, and the idea behind running full CDR blues is to give you a lower downtime on E early on. Also, with Nashor's Tooth and then Ionian Boots or Lichbane, you'll cap close to 40%. 6 CDR per level blues will give you exactly 10% at level 18. You can then get to 40% with Ionian Boots or Lichbane. Usually my other 3 glyphs are going to be magic resist. Or you can just go full magic resist, flat or scaling, if you have a particularly hard lane like LeBlanc. Just remember you'll need 20% from items to hit the CDR cap. For quintessences, 3 attack speed quints or 2 attack speed quints and 1 flat CDR quint. The 3 attack speed quints is the standard, more Kayle slapping, and the setup with 1 CDR quint is intended to be used with 9 flat CDR blues. This will give you the 10 CDR total. Onto AD Kayle, and why is AD Kayle good and why wasn't it before? Well, before you were heavily pigeonholed into certain setups and builds because you needed high CDR. With the addition of Essence Reaver, you can get to 30% crit easily with 2 items while still itemizing for stats you want. Also, even though Q is magic damage, it still has an awesome 1 AD ratio. You're itemizing for AD, but you'll still do a lot of magic damage, so essentially your auto attacks are AD with extra magic damage, making you a very strong mixed damage dealer. For Kayle's build, I like to rush a Zeal item, usually Static Shiv or Rapid Fire Cannon. With the incoming nerfs to Shiv on 5.23, I'll probably start picking up Rapid Fire more often. After your Zeal item, get Essence Reaver to get 30% cooldown reduction. My third item is usually Rageblade. It's extremely strong right now, and it would be a mistake not to pick it up. Your boots will usually be Berserker's Greaves, but other options are fine too. After this, you'll have 2 more slots for items. Choose between Infinity Edge for more AD and crit, Runon's Hurricane, super high attack speed and more crit, Blade of the Rune King, a very strong lifesteal item on Kayle, Mercurial Scimitar, a defensive item that gives you AD and lifesteal, what's not to like about this, and Mortal Reminder or Lord Dominic's Regards if you need armor penetration. Masteries are very similar to AP Kayle, but with AD oriented masteries instead. Again, natural talent sucks, stop asking. For runes, exactly the same setups as I mentioned for AP Kayle. Just take into account that your core build gives you 30% CDR. This can go up to 40% with Ionian Boots, so your glyph choice should be magic resist flat or per level, if you intend to go Ionian Boots of Lucidity and need the magic resistance early, or 9 flat cooldown reduction glyphs plus 1 CDR quint, or 6 CDR per level glyphs if you intend to go for any other boot type but still want to cap on CDR. Now for tips and tricks. When playing Kayle with Ginsu's Rageblade, remember you get 2 stacks per auto attack if you're in melee form. So if you want to prep for a fight or you're just fast pushing a wave, simply attack minions in melee form to get 8 stacks twice as fast, then activate your E and go ham. If you're playing AD Kayle, remember spellcasts keep your Fervor of Battle stacks going, so you can keep attacking or self-casting spells to keep your stacks at 10. If you're playing AP Kayle, remember to repeatedly harass your opponent to proc their Fire Touch. If you attack a minion close to him, it will also proc the Mastery. That's going to be it for this guide. I'm sorry it cannot be more in-depth, but I really don't have more time. I'll explain what's going on with my life soon. TM. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the Rift. Shakarez signing out.